Where should I stand? Here's fine. I'm Rikk Vetiver, and this is another day of our fragrance journey. And today we're gonna do an episode on my most favorite subject, which is smelling fragrances we've never smelled before and on them if we don't like them. So this week we're gonna be talking about Tommy Bahama. Now most of us know him as a lifestyle brand that's more geared towards Hawaiian shirts and easy living. They're more of an upscale cabana brand, but they also make fragrances and they've been making some pretty unique scents. Tommy Bahama has been making fragrances for only about 16 years, and in the grand scheme of perfumery, it's not that long, seeing that we have some companies that have been making fragrances for like the last 100 years. So with that being said, Tommy Bahama have been putting out their own line of unique scents and have been putting their stamp on the fragrance community. Here we have two fragrances. We got Maritime Journey. So tongue-tied. Here we have two different scents. We got Maritime Journey, and we got
Maritime Journey.
Martini Time Journey. Maritime Journey, and we got Setzel Martinique. I have not smelled any of these fragrances before. Today's gonna be the first time, so I'm pretty excited. The great thing about Tommy Bahama products is, even though their stores can be a little pricey, you can find these at discounters for the lowest prices that I've seen some good colognes for. We got this one at TJ Maxx and we got this one at Ross. We're gonna let you guys know later how much they're worth at Tommy Bahama shop and how much we got them for. So let's start with Setzel Martinique. Now, the box doesn't really feel of high quality, but I do love the color scheme of the gold and the green. But the box just kind of feels like middle of the road, nothing too luxurious. Super weird shaped bottle. It's like, I don't even know how to describe. What are we describing this shape as? It's like the back, what's that part of your car seat where your head lays on? It's like a seat rest, dude. Gold cap is pretty cheap, let's be honest. This is pretty plasticky, but there's pretty good weight to the glass. It seems pretty sturdy. There is also an imprint of a palm tree on the back of the bottle that looks pretty cool. So Martinique is part of the Setzel series along with St. Bart's and St. Kitts. And the series began back in 2007. Martinique itself came out in 2010, but the highest in popularity it got was around 2013. But we are seeing it come up more and more again, so its resurgence in popularity is starting to move again. Does that make sense? That makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Here we go. Sprayer's pretty good. It's kind of awkward to hold. I'm almost using my pinky to like hold it up. It's kind of like a weird way to spray it, but there we go. It's super fresh and clean. Like it's like I get a tiny bit of citrus and like definitely like almost like I almost want to say powdery, but that's not the right word. Almost like a linen smell. So it's like, I'm guessing it's gonna be like that mix between lavender and like a citrusy note. So definitely super fresh and super clean. It has like a saltiness to it. So it reminds me of like a beach or ocean, but I do like it a lot. I do feel like this is a perfect one where because it smells so fresh and so clean, I think that I could not just wear it to the beach, but if I'm gonna go if I'm gonna go run errands, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, if I'm just gonna be around a little bit of people and I'm not trying to spray my most expensive colognes, this one's gonna be a perfect, like a quick grab for like day-to-day errands. But I really do enjoy it. I'm honestly pretty surprised. I thought they were gonna smell a lot more synthetic, but it doesn't. So in the last video, we talked about how much I loved that arrows smelled the same from top to bottom. And this guy only has 4 notes. So this isn't gonna change. This is gonna stay the same from beginning to end. And that's something that I really appreciate in a fragrance. The 4 notes that this has are gonna be water notes, bergamot, lavender, and musk. Because of the muskiness in it, I do see this being leaning way more towards a male fragrance. Not that it couldn't be on the unisex side, but it's definitely leaning towards a male side of things. It's definitely a really great combo, and I'm glad that they didn't try to oversaturate this with a bunch of different random scents in it. It's just kind of straightforward, and you know what you're getting. You're gonna get this Tommy Bahama, Cabana, Hawaiian style type of vibe with this one. So like most of the fresh and like the aquatic scents, the sillage and the longevity of this is only on the moderate side. It's definitely one that you're gonna have to reapply within 3 or 4 hours because it kind of dissipates, pretty quickly. But because we got it for such a good price and it smells so clean, there's no reason why we can't just reapply to continue smelling great. Next up, Tommy Bahama's Maritime Journey. Now, this packaging actually looks a lot more upscale. There's more texture to the box, which I really like. And the letters itself look like they've been imprinted on as opposed to just printed onto it. Does that make sense? They're embossed, which looks awesome. The blue with the silver lettering looks super classy, and it just makes me feel like this is just gonna be a super fresh aquatic fragrance as well. So, one thing that I really love about the box actually is the little fish we got here on top. What's this fish called? This is a marlin fish, and I know that already.
It's a swordfish. Marlin swordfish.
Either or, it's a really, really cool fish, and I like it because it reminds me of my pops. All right, this bottle actually looks great. Like the sea, like the super clear, like crystal blue. It almost looks like the Mediterranean Ocean. I'm assuming that's what it looks like. Like I could just see my hand through it. And then it's obviously to like on the dock where you tie up your sailboat or whatever. What do you call that little thing? We don't know. We're not sailors per se, but man, does that look classy. This is definitely Tommy Bahama yacht vibes right there. This is definitely a mantelpiece to put on my desk because it looks really pretty. The only thing I do wish that they used a better sprayer because you can see it through there. Whereas like the Versace Eau Fresh, it has that same see-through-ness with the bottle, but you cannot see the sprayer, which makes it look way classier. So shame on you, Tommy Bahama, for not dishing out the dough and making this look a tiny bit cooler. All right. Heavy cap, I like it. Oh, this is cool too. There's wood on top of the glass. That is super cool. So Maritime Journey is a super new fragrance. It was released in 2019 and it's been rising in popularity ever since. It's been at its highest in popularity now in 2021. And with that anticipation, I can't wait to smell this. Let's check it out. Here we go. Nice sprayer, nice sprayer. Let's see what the juice is like. Dude, I really like the bottle. It's very soft. It's definitely not a loud and obnoxious fragrance. It's definitely clean. So it's almost like aqua smelling with like wood. It smells like almost like wet wood to me. Like in a good way. There's some like, it smells, in my mind, I'm seeing citrus notes. For me, it just smells like a very pleasant, very clean, very, honestly, it smells a little bit more basic to me. Like, I actually enjoyed the Maritime Journey, right? Wait, this is Maritime Journey. Honestly, I think I enjoyed Martinique more than I'm enjoying Maritime Journey. And not that this doesn't smell good and clean, but not that this one doesn't smell nice and clean and fresh, but I feel like the Martinique had a little bit more of a uniqueness to it, where this one I feel like I have smelled around out in the world before. Honestly, I feel like I like the bottle more than I like the scent. if I were to wear this one, once again, it's gonna be something where I'm running errands or I'm going to work and I'm trying not to use any of my expensive fragrances. This is more of a... Interesting. This one's not really doing it for me, honestly. This one doesn't really excite me like the other one did. This one just feels a little bit more regular in the middle of the road. And with that being said, I feel like I'm not showing the enthusiasm for where I do like it, and that being, if you're just starting your fragrance collection and you're not trying to spend $40, $50, $60 plus, this guy's gonna be perfect just to smell like you came out of the laundry fresh, like you smell good, like you're taking care of your hygiene. This one's gonna be a perfect cheapie to let people know that you smell good. So the notes in this bad boy are green apple, cardamom, cedarwood. So it definitely has that like fresh, woodsy, aqua type of vibe. The main accords are gonna be woodsy, aromatic, and powdery. The sillage on this bad boy is probably gonna be on the moderate side as well as the longevity. I definitely feel like you're gonna have to reapply this guy. And once again, because Tommy Bahama comes so good with those prices, it's not a problem to reapply when needed. Let's talk price point. We were able to find these at ridiculous prices at local discounters. We got this one at a Ross for only $20. That's a steal. You're not gonna find a better price point for this size bottle anywhere. Their 2019 version, which is a little bit newer, we were able to get at a TJ Maxx for $30. And once again, for the price point, for the artistry, the look of the bottle, for the uniqueness, these are steals. And as someone that has a collection that spent a lot of money on it, and as somebody that has just smelled Tommy Bahama fragrances for the first time, I recommend these so heavily. Not only for somebody that's trying to save a few bucks and trying to start their collection, these are gonna be perfect to not only smell great, but you're gonna save cash, and that's most important. And for someone like myself that loves to collect and I continue to keep getting bottles, I love that I'm saving money. I'm able to use these instead of some of my higher end ones, and I'm enjoying how much these guys surprised me, honestly. I thought they were gonna smell cheaper. I thought they were gonna smell way more synthetic, and they don't. And I'm pretty impressed with Tommy Bahama, and I know you guys will be too. Thanks so much for watching another episode of our fragrance journey. These are absolutely my most favorite videos to do. There's something about smelling a new fragrance that my brain goes crazy for. There's a high that I get from it. And how we talked about last time, this is just something we do in our regular day-to-day lives. We got buddies that come over, they bring fragrances, we share our opinions on them, we laugh, we joke, and we have a great time within our little fragrance community. Thanks so much for watching another video of ours. These are my most favorite ones to film. I love nothing more than having my friends come over and showing me new fragrances, and we judge them and we talk shit on them and we pretend that we're these super upscale perfumers that know what we're talking about or know what we're doing, and pretty much we're just judgy, and we like doing to fragrances. Luckily, I judged both these guys pretty high, especially for cheapies. So possibly stay tuned for more episodes. Once again, we don't even know if we want to make these anymore for you guys, but we definitely know we want to continue to buy fragrances and smelling fresh. So thanks again, you stinky bastards, and we might see you next week for another episode of our fragrance journey. Or a month, depending on our producers and, you know, our filmographer team and the light guy. They're always late, so we'll see. You know what, dude? Now that I smelled the dry down, this kind of smells way better than that other piece of crap, Martinique.